Hello, so today we are here to solve this LeetCode problem number 382. It's a linked list random node. Okay, let's read the description. So given a singly linked list, return a random node's value from the linked list. Each node must have the same probability of being chosen. Okay, and we have to implement the solution class. Solution list node head initializes the object with the head of the singly linked list head. So this, and then int get random chooses a node randomly from the list and returns its value. All the nodes of the list should be equally likely to be chosen. Okay, we have to return a random node from a linked list. So for this linked list we have three nodes. So in this case we have to return uh, a random node from among these three nodes. So it could be one, it could be two, it could be three, but it should be random. Okay, random in what sense? The probability of getting one should be equal to the probability of getting two, and should be equal to getting the probability of three. So that is like 33.3% for each, 1 by 3 for each. So for that what we can do is, if I write it here, so for this linked list 1 2 3 and this is end, so it has total length of 3. So probability of each element equals 1 divided by 3, that is one element divided by total number of elements. So we can achieve this by finding the total length of the linked list, and then what we can do is we can find a random number. So there is a math.random in JavaScript, so we can use that. It should be same in other languages. So we can simply take a random number from 1 to 3 and then traverse the linked list up to that point, and then we can return that node. So let's try to implement this solution. So this dot head equals to head, and then this dot length equals to 0, and then let current equals to head, while current we do this dot length plus plus and do current equals to current dot next. So this will initialize our this dot head and set it to the head, and then we are initializing our length to 0, and then this is used to calculate the length of the linked list. So what it's doing is it's taking a pointer on current, that is in this case it will be at 1 here, and then if it exists we move to inside and it increments this dot length, so it will be 1, and then it moves the current pointer to next, so it will be moved to here, and then it checks current exists, so this dot length is plus plus, so it becomes 2, and then it moves to next, and then the pointer is here, so it increments again, and then current moves to next, so it will be 3, and then pointer moves to null, and now since this is null is evaluated as false, so we uh, keep it as 3 and exit out of it. So that's how it will calculate the length. So now to find the random node, what we can do is we can find a random number. Let random number equals to we can use math.floor for that, and to get max up to this length, what we can do is we can simply multiply it with our length, and then we have to take the floor of it since it returns a float number. So what we can do is do math dot floor and this. So now it will return us like 0 1 2 3, and now what we can do is simply do while random number is greater than 0, we do random number minus minus, and let's take let current equals to this dot head. We move up to this position, so current equals to current dot next, and in the end we return current dot val, the value of it, since it's returning int. We don't have to return the node itself. So let's try to run it. Okay, it got accepted, but there is some issue, I think. And what's that? It's somehow displaying the first node every time. Let's try to run it again. Oh, I added math.floor instead of math.random. Okay. Yep. So now we have random nodes. Let's try to submit. Okay, it got accepted. That's all for today. Thanks. Bye bye. And the time complexity for this is going to be O of n for this solution. So it will be um, tc O of n for solution function, and O of n for random. Yep, that's all. Thank you. Bye bye.